Many WNBA fans are calling out the referee problem.
The referees literally turned their back.
Caitlin Clark appears to be hunted every game. She deals with physicality that no other player in the league is dealing with. The WNBA not stepping in to protect their cash cow, their only draw, their only star. And this is the end.
Something is seriously wrong inside the WNBA. And now, fans think they finally have proof. New footage has surfaced, showing what many are calling blatant referee negligence at the exact moment Caitlin Clark suffered her latest injury. And here's the part that has fans furious. It wasn't just a missed call. It wasn't just bad officiating. People are now asking, was this allowed to happen?
It's shocking.
Caitlin Clark will be sidelined for at least 2 weeks
with a quad injury.
Footage has emerged how Caitlin Clark got hurt.
He fouls her for the 4th time. It's cheating.
Caitlin Clark is the driving force behind the interest in the Fever and the interest in the WNBA.
Rookie Caitlin Clark was subject to several intentional fouls.
During a heated stretch of games, Caitlin Clark was already taking heavy contact, more than most rookies ever face. Game after game, she was shoved, bumped, knocked to the floor. And the whistles? Silent. Then came the breaking point. Clark goes down with a quad injury, now confirmed to sideline her for at least 2 weeks. But here's why fans are outraged. Clips show repeated missed fouls leading up to the injury. Moments where referees were right there and did nothing.
After every single game, WNBA players, fans, coaches are all complaining about the referees, and they have shown that they're not going to change anything because the referees continue to be horrible.
Within hours, social media exploded. Fans, analysts, even players began pointing to a disturbing pattern. Caitlin Clark wasn't just being defended. She was being targeted. And the referees? Many say they were either ignoring it or enabling it. Comments flooded in calling the officiating biased, dangerous, and even corrupt.
Felines head coach Stephanie White, she was complaining about her team not getting a whistle, not being respected.
To understand why this is such a massive deal, you need to understand who Caitlin Clark is to the WNBA. She isn't just a rookie. She's the face of the league's future. After a historic college career at Iowa, she brought millions of new fans into women's basketball. TV ratings surged. Ticket sales exploded. Some estimates even suggest she drives a huge portion of the league's attention and revenue. So when she goes down, the entire league feels it.
She will be out for 2 weeks minimum following a quad strain.
Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham going to the officials and trying to, ask for an explanation of what had just occurred. That official completely stonewalled up.
But this wasn't just one bad game. It was a pattern. Clark faced full court pressure off ball contact hard fouls with no whistles. Meanwhile, lighter contact on the other end, instant fouls. Fans started asking, why is the standard different for her?
This is a WNBA problem, and as more and more eyeballs are watching this league, it becomes growingly an issue. The officiating feels you never have a true grasp on what it's.
Even insiders couldn't stay quiet. Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White publicly questioned the officiating. Teammates subtly hinted that Clark was pushing through visible pain. And across the league, other players and coaches began echoing the same concern. Inconsistency, not just physical play, but selective enforcement.
The referees are not listening to them. They're not listening to the coaches. They're not listening to the players. They're not listening to the fans. They're listening to their stakeholders. That's why I keep saying nothing is going to change till the mindset and whoever's running all of this, the stakeholders, governance, whoever these people are.
But then a deeper story emerged. Reports suggest some referees in the league have limited high-level experience, with backgrounds as low as high school officiating. Even more concerning, insiders claim referees may not be fully independent. Instead, they could be influenced by a committee of stakeholders, including coaches, GMs, and league decision-makers. That means the style of the game, how physical it is, might be decided behind closed doors.
If this injury does anything, it should be a wake-up call to the WNBA, the Players Association, the team owners, that just like that, all this fanfare, all this interest, all this newfound attention on the league can disappear overnight.
One moment changed everything. Late in a critical game, Clark drives to the basket. Clear contact. Obvious foul. Replay after replay confirmed it. But the whistle never came. Game over. And when Clark approached officials, they walked away. No explanation.
Caitlin Clark is being roughed up, but the physical wear and tear on Caitlin Clark, I'm not surprised that 2 weeks into the season, she's already got an injury.
Now, the issue has gone beyond one player. Fans across the league are questioning the integrity of officiating itself. And it's not just Indiana. Other teams have reported similar frustrations. Some players have even confronted referees live on national TV. This isn't just controversy anymore. It's a credibility crisis.
2024 was a year of unprecedented growth in viewership in the WNBA, a substantial amount of which can be attributed to Caitlin Clark, who took the basketball world by storm after an all-time college career.
Who had appeared in 185 consecutive games between her career at Iowa and her time with the Indiana Fever. 139 games with the Iowa Hawkeyes. She never missed one.
Here's the reality. The WNBA is growing faster than ever. And Caitlin Clark is at the center of that growth. But if the league fails to protect its biggest star, it risks losing fans' momentum and trust. Some are even warning of legal pressure and potential fallout if accountability isn't enforced.
Caitlin Clark, somebody who was responsible for 26.5 of all WNBA economic activity last season, including revenue from merchandise, ticket sales, and television.
Caitlin Clark out at least 2 weeks waited, but can the WNBA maintain without her? Can the WNBA pack arenas draw ratings?
So now the question isn't just what happened, it's what happens next. Will the league take action? Will referees be held accountable? Or will this become the moment that exposed something much bigger? Because one thing is clear, fans are watching, closer than ever before.
Referees just exposed their hand so bad, bro. I mean, they just didn't care no more. They didn't care. The world was watching how bad the cause was. They didn't care at all. They was going to get their issue off against the Fever no matter what. And I'm here to tell you, that's exactly what went down, bro. They have an agenda against Caitlin Clark.
And just when fans thought this situation couldn't get any worse, a new development sent shockwaves across the league. Behind the scenes, reports began circulating that one referee involved in multiple controversial Caitlin Clark games was quietly removed from upcoming assignments. No official announcement, no press release, just gone. And that silence? It raised even more questions. Was this accountability or damage control?
Said the reason that people are complaining is because they haven't watched the WNBA before, and these are just new fans who don't understand. But there's clearly an issue.
Then came the footage that changed everything. Clips began circulating online showing referees out of position, turning away or hesitating. In key moments involving Caitlin Clark, frame by frame, fans started breaking it down. And what they found? Patterns. Moments where contact was obvious, but no whistle came. Moments where officials appeared disengaged, or worse, selective.
Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark has suffered a left quadricep strain and will be out for a minimum of 2 weeks.
Now, this isn't just a fan theory anymore. Major sports analysts are beginning to ask the same question. Is Caitlin Clark being officiated differently? Even neutral voices are admitting something feels off. Not just physical play, but inconsistency that's impossible to ignore. And when mainstream media starts asking those questions, the league can't stay silent forever.
It's the Caitlin Clark disrespect. And what I mean by that is you've got somebody who is obviously the most popular player in basketball. You got somebody that I would argue may be a top 5 most popular athlete in the United States of America. All right. You got this athlete in a league that nobody's been watching, never turned a profit, and your system is broken against that.
Here's what makes this situation so dangerous. The WNBA is in the middle of its biggest growth moment ever. New fans, new attention, new money, and at the center of it all, Caitlin Clark. If fans begin to believe the game isn't fair, everything collapses, because sports rely on one thing above all else: Trust. And right now, that trust is being tested.
But Kelsey Mitchell said even if there is a injury, hopefully it's just, like a little nagging thing. And again,
take care of your body and just make sure you. I think recovery is everything. I think if you're in tune to your body, you know what you need. This is Caitlin.
Lost in all of this is the player herself. Caitlin Clark didn't enter the league asking for special treatment. She just wanted a fair shot. Instead, she's been forced to carry the pressure of expectations, the weight of an entire league, and now the consequences of a system under scrutiny. And for the first time in her career, her body gave out.
You guys, and they do not talk about it here. And that's why I also don't want us to personally attack some of these referees. I think they're doing their job. If they're hiring referees who basically didn't have any experience but high school refereeing jobs, and then they did a stint in the G League, like these referees actually aren't. I gained and reconfirmed with myself that not much is going to change.
So now we're left with a situation no one expected. A rising superstar sidelined, a league under fire, and a system being questioned like never before. Was this just bad officiating or something deeper?
There's a committee for stakeholders, coaches, governors, and general managers, and that is saying what style of basketball they want to allow, and the referees are following that law.
It took us halfway through the season. This year, it took us 4 games for Stephanie White to say, I've had enough.
I thought she got fouled. I think it's pretty egregious what's been happening to us the last few games.
Y'all see what's happening right here? That is a WNBA referee turning his back to Caitlin Clark and the Fever. Oh my God. I mean, he literally got his back turned, ignoring Caitlin. I mean, this is bad.
I thought she got fouled. I think it's pretty egregious what's been happening to us the last few games. And I might be able to understand it if we were just chucking threes. And the disrespect right now for our team has been pretty unbelievable. So it's disappointing.
The only draw in your league, the only player capable of selling tickets, is potentially out for an extended period of time. What the hell are you going to do now?